So Blackmagic just released the newest update for DaVinci Resolve, the 20.2 release. Now this update was massive, just like the last one, but there's one thing that I noticed that really changes everything for me, and that is the addition of ProRes RAW in DaVinci Resolve. There's been no way to use ProRes RAW in DaVinci Resolve except if you convert it into another ProRes format or Cinema DNG. And honestly, I just don't want to use ProRes RAW because the workflow is just too long and too much hassle to even go through it. But yesterday, Apple announced the iPhone 17. Obviously, the newest iPhone is going to have all the new features, new camera and everything. And they mentioned that the iPhone can now shoot ProRes RAW. And in the announcement, we got a glimpse of the new Blackmagic Pro dock. So this is a dock for the iPhone where you can get an HDMI signal out, some USB inputs, a power supply, and even some time code and gen log and audio in and out. So there's a bunch of things coming to this dock. And why would Blackmagic create a dock specifically aimed at a product that is shooting ProRes RAW when you can't even decode ProRes RAW in the native software? A couple hours later, we got the announcement from Blackmagic where they said that ProRes RAW is now available in DaVinci Resolve and in the Pocket 4K, which is a 7-year-old camera, which I actually love because maybe they're just trying to test it out in one of the cameras before they roll it out to the rest. But the biggest thing about all this is that there has been like a secret war about the ProRes RAW, Blackmagic RAW, and Red RAW codec for a long time. So Red had some legal patents that led to some legal issues, but around 2020 they reached some kind of agreement and it quietly pretty much died down, and now all the codecs coexist pretty peacefully. It was a mix of tech rivalry and some legal drama. But in the end, it just means more options for us, the filmmakers. So this makes me think, is Blackmagic backtracking, or do they have some kind of big deal with Apple? It's all very strange because things are changing really fast, especially in the past few days. So there's probably a bunch of things going on underground that we don't really know. But right now I want to jump into DaVinci and actually test this for myself, see how the ProRes RAW footage works and how it's integrated into DaVinci Resolve. Alright, so what's new in DaVinci Resolve 20.2? Source and track patching, cinematic haze, that's going to be cool. Ripple, delete silence, Apple ProRes RAW decoding, support for decoding and adjustments of Apple ProRes RAW clips. Very exciting. Apple ripple edits, always in sync. Custom metadata fields, large trim editor, Samsung APV encode. When you get this opening screen for DaVinci Resolve, it usually means there's a big update done. So let's see what's going on here. Alright, so I have this project that I shot 2 years ago. I'm really excited to see how this footage is going to be able to be edited in DaVinci Resolve, just straight out of camera. Alright, here we go. The footage is in. Usually when you imported ProRes RAW footage, it would just show the audio levels and the audio track. But now I'm getting all of the footage in here, which is pretty amazing. All right, let's get some clips here. Yeah, everything runs pretty smoothly. Yeah, everything runs very smoothly. It feels like ProRes. This is like ProRes RAW 6K, just the highest quality that you can get. The footage is a little dark. I'm wondering if I need to change some settings here for the raw input. So if I go into the color management and I look at raw, camera raw, doesn't seem to be any way to use ProRes RAW in here. Yeah, so it doesn't look like there's a preset for ProRes RAW in here. And as you can see, when I go into the info of the clips and I scroll to the right, you can see ProRes RAW HQ. So yeah, it's definitely giving me a different kind of gamma of the clips here. But let's see how the clip looks. Let's just get some stuff here. There we go. Just drag this in. All right, it's loading a little bit. So this is how it comes in straight from camera. ProRes RAW, there's no way to change the raw input to ProRes RAW yet, but let's see what you can do here. So raw to log, hybrid log gamma. I don't want that. I want to get something like Blackmagic RAW instead. But now you see how the purple is getting just really like blown out and crushed. I don't really want that, but if I change this to as shot white balance, it fixes it up. So maybe this is like gonna be the start of how you like put footage into DaVinci Resolve. There's still some things to be figured out here, but I can still change the ISO and stuff like that, but it's not making a huge difference. So if I just put on the LUT, the Blackmagic LUT, let's see what happens then. So yeah, this definitely looks really good. Like this is already looking really nice. Yeah, there's a lot of range in here, and the latitude is really nice. Like the colors are like transforming really nicely. So like you can go for like a green look and it still looks okay. It's very green, but it still looks okay. And also for like this cold look right here, but it's not breaking the image or anything like that. So when you're trying to balance the image, it's looking pretty good. It might be a little of artifacting here in the colors, but this was shot at a very high ISO, so like it's definitely not breaking the image that much, but it looks pretty good. And just getting some normal skin tones is gonna be pretty easy. Yeah, but this is looking really nice. It was very hard to get ProRes RAW footage just into DaVinci, but now it seems like it's way easier. Yeah, you can definitely see, I remember not shooting it this dark, so this is definitely going through some kind of processing where it's not really interpreting the raw data correctly. But this is probably something Blackmagic is gonna fix as soon as people start using this more. So I'm not too worried about it, but it usually doesn't really start perfect, but it's probably gonna get much better very quickly. So let's change this to Blackmagic film, bump this up a little bit, throw on a lot, like this, and now we already have a pretty cool image. Like this is really easy to just get started with the footage. Yeah, we're gonna have to see if the color is being like messed up or something. You can definitely see like over here that the purple is very strong, very blown out. But if we click this guy right here, oh yeah, there we can see it changes back to red. So if you can see the difference right here, this is how it comes into DaVinci Resolve. Just very not great. But as soon as you click the as shot white balance, it fixes it up right away. I'm thinking it's definitely gonna change when you can actually change the camera BRAW here natively. So now the RAW profile is ARRI. If this was set to ProRes RAW, that would definitely help, I think. But that's probably an update that Blackmagic does in the future. But for now, you can just click this guy here and then just edit this footage like normal footage. But yeah, so it's a great start. I don't know if it's like something that people are going to use more. It's definitely not as nice as Blackmagic RAW. Obviously, they want to have that as the optimal codec for shooting because it's their own cameras, and I shoot on Blackmagic cameras, so I'm definitely not going to change my workflow. But this is very nice to have because now it opens up a whole new space of cameras and recorders that can do ProRes RAW. So overall, this is a very nice update from Blackmagic. I'm excited to see what other creators, filmmakers are going to do with this, what colorists are going to think of this, if this is going to be a leap in the collaboration between Apple and Blackmagic. But for now, this is a great start, and I can't wait to see where it goes. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please tell me your opinions in the comments, what you think. Is this a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Are we finally seeing an end to the compressed RAW war? Or is it just a minor change that helps some people use ProRes RAW in DaVinci Resolve? But that was it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.